Hi, my name is Ejit Sabiman. I come from Burundi, but mostly I grew up in Tanzania. Yeah, living in Tanzania was really hard life. I've been living in Tanzania for almost 12 years. It's like I was born there, but Burundi, that's my background. The decision of my dad choosing Australia and not my country, which called Burundi, it was just, he was worried about us. Because like me, my brothers, sisters, we all like born in other countries. And going back in Burundi was another situation because people don't even know us. And if we go back there, they'll think we need the land. And the land is already taken by some other people. And those people who already took the land, if they saw us, we would grow up with a, different cultures like Tanzanian cultures. They'll think, we can't let these people take the land. We need it as we stayed in Burundi. But that's what worried my dad a lot. He says maybe those people might kill us or might do something bad to us. Because even now in Burundi, it's not that peaceful. People still fighting about their land. For me, coming to Australia, to tell you the truth, was scared. I was scared. Because I was thinking I'm leaving my friends behind, neighbors, and sometimes I was so sad. Because friends and family and neighbors, and some of the food, and some of the place or something I used to do there. Yeah, I was thinking of that, and then I missed that. What's happening in my life right now in Australia is just, at the moment I'm at school. I'm getting education, studying, and starting year 12 is really hard, but I think I'm cooperating with it because I have to go work harder, and things are changing for me because the way I was in Africa is not the way I am here. I improved with computer skills because in Africa I wouldn't have computers, but I came here, they teach me how to use it now. I know how to use a computer. Education in Tanzania is really different here to Australia. Because here in Australia, it's really beautiful. Teachers are really helpful and they give you everything you want. It's like they're begging you to know what you're supposed to. But in Tanzania, some people don't care. You learn or you don't. It's just your business. Back then in Tanzania at school, there's no such a thing as suspension. At school, you did something bad, you make a teacher mad. All they do is beating you up on the butt, really hard. For me to go to somebody and say, "Hi, my name is Ejid," I was so shy to say that. Because all I thought was, if I say, "Hi, my name is Ejid," everybody will start laughing at me. Say, "Look at this guy. I can't believe. What did you say?" I was so really scared of just introducing myself, first of all, because my English was so bad. I didn't even know anything. All I know was just me coming to Australia. I didn't even thinking of learning English. I didn't even know that I was going to speak little English. But now, I'm not that good, but I can understand a little bit English. And my challenges is that all the stuff I face, most of them, they teach me how to deal with them. They told me how my life can be changed. Because once you don't face some bad stuff, you will never know what's the good stuff or the bad stuff. Once you made the bad stuff, you start realizing there's the good stuff then. So those challenges or those things that I faced taught me what's good for me to do or what's bad for me not to do. Like going to school, learning English, it wasn't a bad challenge. It was good. But for me it was bad because leaving my language, all I knew was talking my language. And talking English was new case. But it wasn't bad. It was good for me to know, which means bad leads you to good. Once you know the bad thing, you know good stuff then. So now I knew good stuff, and now I learn English, I'm speaking it. Well, I see myself is a German who would love to help anyone who has a background like Africa or Europe, everywhere, who have refugee background. Because I know how hard it is living in a camp where you don't be peaceful, where you don't get what you want, where you don't get enough to eat. Because for me, it hurts me to see people suffering and begging, but they don't get what they want. So I was hoping in 10 years ago, coming, I'll be social worker. I'll be the person that will be needed by those people. Because for me, I feel like I will do anything it takes to help families, friends like that. That's what I see myself in 10 years coming.
I'm from the Sudan. I was born in the Sudan several years ago. I cannot even remember. I stopped counting. I went to Kenya in 1999, and I stayed in Kakuma refugee camp from that time to about 2002, 2003. And then from that time I went to Nairobi, and I stayed in Nairobi until 2004. So in 2004 I came to Australia. Since coming here I have explored the country. I have worked with the government, I have worked with the communities at the Migrant Resource Center, I have worked at the Department of Immigration and Citizenship. I went backpacking in the countryside in New South Wales and Victoria, and I have worked here in some menial jobs in factories and other places. I went to university, got a degree with honors, and I'm now doing my master's in journalism. As a migrant, I have tried very hard to fit into society, and I have done that, most of that through my education. It's not that I'm saying I have achieved the goal of being perfectly fitted into the society, if that's the word, or integrated. But I have tried. Through my education, I have found that it's possible to get a job that I want. Integration, I think, requires more than just having the English language and accepting the culture. I think it requires more, it has more to do with actually making the connections with not just the people, but also with the organizations and communities in which you live. And I try to do that with the local communities in which I live. And I'm pretty happy with where I am in terms of the friends I have made at university and at work, and also in the communities that I live in. I have always wanted to be a news writer, a news reporter, but I think journalism is changing at present. The internet is changing the way the media works, and I also think personally my accent will not be well embraced in mainstream television or radio, because I still have some rough edges to smooth out in my accent. In the mainstream media, I think the pursuit of news requires a certain degree of local knowledge, and I think because I have only been here for a short while, my knowledge of this society is pretty limited, so I need to have been here for quite some time to be able to go in society and pursue the news. I also have international aspirations. I want to work in the United Nations. Maybe that's something that can take me out of here within the next few years. I don't know. It also depends on whether or not there will be any role for me to play in the UN. I like adventures, and I think one way of trying to fit into a new society is by embracing adventure. If you don't know how to surf and your friends are going surfing, you can always come along and learn something new. If you don't know the terms people use for beer glasses, you can always go to the pub with your friends and they can always tell you the difference between a schooner and a pint. Yeah, and you can always learn a lot of things by just embracing whatever it is that is around you.